some text here. Just come here. I say text editor here. So you can see the default text that comes with it. Let me just come to my lipsum.com, bring in some text. So you can see it's something I can change. I can increase the margin top. If I come here, this margin, just the top is what I want to increase. No, it's not margin top. I think it should be padding top. Yes, you can see the padding top is being increased. You can see it's coming down. It's increasing only the top. So let me just take this out. Let me quickly run through. Let me quickly run through other. Let me quickly run through other widgets here so we can proceed. So if you need a video, a button, there's a button over there. Just drag it in. So you can see this is the button. You can change the text on the button, for example, download. Now, apart from the button, you can change the URL that the button will link to, say google.com. You can do so many things you want to do. You can even change the size of the button to medium or something. So you can come to style, change the color. What's the color? Change the color. And do whatever you want to do. The border radius too. You can just make it more rounded. And you can make it all rounded. You can see. So whatever you want to do, trust me, the possibilities are endless. So we have the divider too, we have the spacer, we have the icon. If you want to bring in Google Map, just bring it. It will load a Google Map kind of. So you can see the location is London, London. So let me change this thing to a place in Nigeria, a popular place. I'll call it Surulere, Lagos. Surulere, Lagos. Should load it up. Surulere, Lagos. You can see. If I should update this, then HRD training. Okay, the site is coming up. I wonder why this image, I cut the head. What is wrong? Okay, okay, that's very specific. You can see what I have there. You can see it is loaded. Surulere. You can see. So this is a very good tool for if you have a workshop or an office. Anybody with their phones using this map can locate you. Trust me. With their phones, if they know how to navigate Google Maps, they'll be able to locate you from any part of the world. Yes, read my lips, any part of the world. They can zoom in, they can do whatever they want to do, whatever it is. So what else? Now let's look at this. Okay, so I think that should be all for basic Elementor introduction for now. All these icons here, just get it. So I'll release a video that explains all this ones in detail. Honestly, I never planned for this stream to be this long. Okay, so let's proceed. Now I'm going to be deleting everything I put here. Everything. I'm going to be deleting it. So delete, delete, and delete this one as well. So basically, I have a blank page. Basically. Now, for me to, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm on creating and designing the page now. So I want to use a template. Like we have some plugins online that gives you like ready-made templates. Just take it, tweak it to your business needs, and you are good to go. So that's what I want to do now. If I come to Templately, the reason why I have Templately here is because I installed your plugin. So come to Templately. So before you can be able to use templating, you actually have to sign up. So let me just use that admin.com. So I don't know what is wrong with it. Okay, my password. Let me see. So let me sign in. Okay, to tell me I don't have an account, so I have to sign up first. Sign up. Close this. First thing, please make sure you fill this with the credentials, because actually you have to confirm the email, but I just want to use it and go away. So uppercase, lowercase, and numbers. Okay. I think that should do. So create the account. Okay, I don't want to save it. I don't want to save it. So now I can get away. I can come to pages and look for a page template. Just look for one. Now, you can see we have a whole lot of templates here. The starter templates that we have, like free templates that you can use. You can see 654. As you click on this, you will see a whole lot of starter templates available, ready-made. Just go there, enjoy our woof. By the way, our woof in Nigerian language means free things or something like that. So you can see a whole lot of, you see, this is an e-commerce homepage. Just come here, look for a template that suits what you want to do, and use it. But if you feel like for some reason or the other that the page you want to work on has to be done from scratch, for reasons best known to you, you can as well do that. So what I want to do is that I want to use this landing page, this particular one here. It is giving me the opportunity to preview it. But I don't actually want to preview, but I clicked the button already. So let's see what it looks like. So it's going to load the page. Now, the reason why it can load the page like this is because I'm connected to the internet. If I were not connected to the internet, it won't load the page. It's going to load the page. If I were not connected to the internet, it will not load the page. Okay, I think my page is up. My page is up. So you can see all this. You can see how beautiful they designed it. How beautiful they designed it. So just come insert the template. I have to finish the video myself, then I'll upload to the channel for everybody to make use of. So I think it is done uploading now. Okay, very good. I had to actually log out of that parody account, then log in with the real account. I think that is what delayed it. That is what delayed it. So, nevertheless, now you can see edit template with Elementor, preview template, whatever. So this save template, if I come here, I will see the template here. As you can see, I'll see the template here. So I don't know. I think the latest is what I'm looking for. This is 552 and this is 551. I think I can trash this one. So it's telling me our template is 2. How possible? Okay, the default kit. So this is what I'm looking for. Now, I can come here to this place. As you can see, I've deleted everything here, but I don't want this header and I don't want this footer as well. So what I would do is that, sorry, I don't want the header and I don't want the footer as well. What I would do is that I will come to settings. Then when I get to settings, instead of Elementor full width, I will choose Elementor canvas. Elementor canvas is going to be taking out the header and the footer. Elementor canvas will be taking out the header and the footer. So I have just the page to myself. If I come here, let me update. If I update and reload this page again, you will just see an empty page. An empty page. You can see if I come back here, don't forget I've deleted everything on the page. I've deleted everything. So you can see it's an empty page. There's nothing here. Now, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. This, I don't know this. So just my empty page. Now, if I come to this icon over here, I will see blocks, I will see pages. These are templates that comes with Elementor itself. So you can just come and use any of these templates and you're good to go. But if you come to my templates, you will see SaaS Byte landing page. So insert. Now this insert will bring the template into your program. No, your website. I said your program. You can see the whole website is mine. Everything there, everything there. So let me just give you some time to load. You can see, you can see. So I think I can just take this one out. Then if I update it again, then you can see it is giving me that new page. You can see what I have now. So currently, this is my website as we speak. No, not as we speak anymore. It's no longer like that. So this is my site. You can see this is my, and this is just like I said, it's just a one-page site that I want us to work with. Now let's try to. I will try to edit some of these images here, but most likely I'll just leave everything as it is. But I want to show us how to edit it, so when we are doing our own, we will know how to tweak one or two things there. So I think it is time to bring this guy over here. I think it's time to bring this guy over here because I think there are some edits I've made that you guys didn't see. For example, when I was changing the page layout, this is where you change the page layout. So okay, let me start editing. Now, if I want to edit this text, for example, just come here. If I want to edit the text itself, if I bring in an A, for example, you can see the A is being added. So if you want to edit the text itself, just use this to edit it. So that is the title. Then if you want to edit this content over here, just come here and edit it. Now this is a button. You can see the effect on the button. So if you want to edit everything on the bottom, just book appointment. You can just do. You can see it is bringing a whole new. I wonder why it is bringing this for me. Something is wrong somewhere. I'm going to make the page load. I'm still waiting for it to load. Okay. So for this first one, you can see the effect of this on this particular item over here, widgets rather. So I was trying to edit the button. I can say download now or something. Something is wrong with this button. Let me just take it out and replace it with a regular button. So if I bring in a button, where is the button? So this is a regular button. Default. I can say contact us. I wonder why the other one is not working. Let me leave the link blank for now, but please, you can add in anything you want to add over here. You can add it. So I want it to be left aligned, so I think this one is better. And I want it to be medium, so it will be big a bit. Then come to style. I don't know what is the color of the buttons we have over there. I think they are gradients. I want to deform color on this side already. So let me do something like this. I think it's supposed to be gradient as well. But let's just go with this for now. Let's go with this for now. So it's something you can just it's something you should do to your taste. Please don't do it the way I did it. I want it to have taste. So for what I have, you can see the image here. You can see the image here. This what they have on the in the background. You can see what they have in the background here. So and this other items, but you can see they are just images, but they just added effects to them. You adding this effect to yourself, you may not be able to get it as much as the people that did the templates did it. So just come here, like I said, and enjoy their roof and go your way. So you can see why choose us. You can just come here. These are info boxes. You can change the icon they have over here. Look for a way to design your own and take it up. So you can see the interactive design. What is it? Info box content. You can see this is the title. If I say interactive designs, for example, you can see it's giving me the S. So whatever you want to do, actually, whatever you want to do, more than 50 plus this button, you can change these images if you want. So you can see the image over here now. You can see the image. So web design, sometimes as a web designer, if you know how to manipulate your images, it's a very big plus for you. Because this is not just web design anymore. They have to manipulate those images to get this product that is actually here. So um, let's continue. So you can see how you can just edit it to your taste. Edit it to your taste, whichever way you want it. Just edit it to your taste. So then the frequently asked questions. Let me see all these widgets. Let me try to go through everything. This is just an image. You can see just image. So then you have this, you have an image also. Then you have an image, you have the text, you have another text over here. You have an image, you have another text over here, and whatever you want to do. You can see, I think this is a post grid. This is a post grid. It works with the blog post you have on the site already. So this is the post grid. Then the frequently asked questions. This is an accordion, I think that's what we call it. You see, accordion. So you can edit the style of the accordion. If you come to the tab style, you will see the colors over there. I think this is the default or what. You can see this is the color over here. So just play with them. Just play with them. You will see a place where you can add your questions and your answers. So you can see why choose us. You see, why choose us? They provided the answer. come back here. Is there any membership? This one in particular, you can see this is the question. This is the question over here. We provide the most. You can see we provide the most. It tells you that this accordion is responsible for what you have over here. So resources to follow. If you have any, let me just take down that. So so this is a testimonial. As you can see, they had to manipulate the image itself to get that background properly. So I think this should do for the dummy landing page, that one-page website we want to do. So you can see what the header looks like. Since it is just a one-pager, you may not need to add a navigation to it. Navigation, I want to keep this as basic as I can. So as you can see, this is just a standalone landing page, one-page site. The only thing that is remaining to complete this site now is a contact form, a way by which people can reach out to the owners of the site. So if I come to, let me just add something like a let's just leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. So we want to be deforming this. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Let's just put an email address somewhere. So if we need to contact us, then you just send an email to the email address. So I think I deleted. So these resources are deleted. It will come back. I deleted the section over. Okay, so let me bring this down. It's part of the capabilities of Elementor. You can drag one section to a particular position anywhere you want it to appear. For example, these resources, I want to use it as the contact section where we add an email address. Then anybody that wants to reach out to the brand can just reach out via the email address. So take this out. Then bring in, I don't know, I think a text heading should do. You can see the default text heading I have here. Contact us. Then this one can be send all inquiries to a certain email, admin@admin.com. It might be any email, please. So, but one other thing you can do, Elementor allows you to add this thing over here. So admin@admin.com, we go to the next line. So everything should come to the middle. I don't know, H3. Actually, let me still do it like this. I'll just leave it as white. Let me check the typography of this. So the typography will match purples. Yes, come here and use purples as well. This is Roberto. So admin@admin.com. So let me update. Now, as I'm updating this, the page as well, I will reload this. Then I will show you that this particular section, I've moved it to the footer. No, this particular section over there, I've moved it to the footer, and that's the contact section I have there. So I think I can load this now. You can see the contact us. You can see send all inquiries to admin@admin.com. So basically, this is going to be our one-page site. This is going to be our one-page site. So the next thing we want to do, I think, is to finalize the designs which we have done, then export the whole website. Now, for me to export the whole website, all I have to do is install a plugin called All-in-One WP. The one I showed us the other time. All-in-One WP. Plugins admin. And one bad thing about local hosts is that sometimes you might be making some edits here, and for one reason or the other, due to the network, these plugins won't load. So another way you can install the plugin is to come to WordPress.org. Actually, it should be WordPress.org/plugins. You don't want to be going directly to the plugins directory. So you can see so many plugins are there. You can see the featured plugins, the ones that are displayed by default. So, but we don't want to do all of that. What we want to do is come to all-in-one WP migration, install it. And wait for it to finish installing. I've been looking for that button since. I've been looking for that button. I've forgotten that. So, okay, so we activate the plugin. We activate the plugin. Okay, all-in-one WP migration, very good. So I'll come to all-in-one WP migration, then I'll export. So now I want to export this whole website, everything I have here. I want to export it because that's the next thing to do. After finalizing the design, I will export the whole site. So come here, I'm done. I will export to, okay, still loading. Now, one thing you should know is that this all-in-one WP migration has its pro version as well. So its pro version will allow you to export to Amazon S3, Google Drive also. But I think the free version can only go to file. So it is going to be preparing to export. It will prepare the whole website, everything you have here, everything you have. It will prepare everything. Then it will be getting ready to export. So you can see it is basically scavenging the whole website. Permit me to use the word scavenge. It's basically scavenging the whole site. The reason why it took earlier um, to get the whole site together is because my site is not too heavy. You can see how many plugins, how many themes do I have, how many pages do I have. But depending on the size of your site, if you want to export, it might take you long. So download localhost. So you can see this site, everything I have on this website is on this file. So come back here. The next thing to do is to create the production. Basically, we are done with 6. So the next thing to do is to create the production environment. So what do we do? to create our production environment. I wrote a list down somewhere because it's quite. Now, the production environment you can use for your website. I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. I don't think I need this anymore. Production environment, it might be where you can host your website, your WordPress website on the live server. You can try SiteGround. This is the one I recommend to most of my clients. We have Bluehost, and we also have SiteGround, Bluehost. Then we have Namecheap. Actually, a whole lot of them. We have a whole lot of them. We have a whole lot of them. I think I've used all of them for different clients before. So SiteGround, we have Bluehost, we have Namecheap, we have so many of them. But we are going to be using, for this video, we are going to be using WeCreate Technologies. Their hosting service is reliable. So now for you to be able to work with the particular hosting that is going to be featured in this video, you go to create.website. So see, it's taking me to the admin dashboard. So username, you enter your username and enter your password. So you sign in. This is basically the computer that is going to be hosting your website online. This is this computer that will be carrying your website online. The computer that will be hosting it. This is it. So don't forget, I've said it countless number of times on this stream that the way a website works is basically I have one computer over here and I have another computer over here. Some applications are installed on this computer that makes it possible for this computer to send out HTTP requests. Now we have some applications on this website that makes it easier for that makes it possible for this website to receive HTTP requests and send out HTTP responses. So that is basically how a website works. Now, we have created the site now. We want to upload it to this live server. Don't forget, initially, both the site and the web browser that is talking to the site, both of them are in localhost. But now, this site is no longer this server is no longer on my laptop. I want to upload it to a live server so that through the internet, any web browser from anywhere in the world can make HTTP requests. This is messy. This is messy. So I make HTTP requests, and I wonder why this is good. So I believe that is explanatory. The first thing you want to do is to create SSL. Now, SSL means secure socket layer. SSL is for example, what we have here is because of SSL. Explaining SSL in brief. This video is too long already. In brief. Now, like what I've been saying is, this is a computer and this is another computer. So don't forget, this is the client and this is the server. This is the computer on the internet, hosted on the internet, that this one is going to be making HTTP requests via the internet service provider. Now, this one is going to be sending HTTP responses. Now, where does SSL come in? SSL is like a way to send secure messages to and fro. This will send a message to this one will send back a message. Now, if it is not encrypted, anybody can go and snatch the message on the way. But this client computer, it will encrypt the message before sending it to the server. The server will decrypt the message. Okay, this is what this one is asking for. It will get the response together, encrypt it again, then send the encrypted response to the client. The client computer will decrypt it and see the message that the server is sending. So that is it basically. Instead of sending the messages directly, you encrypt the message before sending it. This one too will encrypt the message before sending back. So that is basically what SSL does. SSL is a way to protect your website from hackers and people that want to do your harm. So you come to SSL certificates. So you come to get automatic from the provider. Um, you leave all these settings here. I think I've done this before. That's the reason why I'm having all these ones ticked. But you tick on certificate entries, then you come down and force SSL with HTTP redirect. Then you click on save. That is what you do. That's what you do. So when you want to do your own, you click on this button over here. You click on certificate entries. It will just it will tick all these ones for you. Then you force SSL with HTTP redirect. Then you save. That's what you do. I've done it before, so I don't have to do it again. So another thing you want to do is to go to the PHP settings. Very, very important. Now, WordPress depends on PHP and MySQL to actually function properly. So normally, I think it's only one of these options that you get over there. I think it's only one of these options: display errors, file uploads, post maximum size, upload max file size. So all these things, I think normally it's only file uploads that you get. So what you will do is that for this, okay, I think it's display errors that you get by default, or just one of them. All you have to do is to come to this setting. You look for one of them. For example, if let me take file uploads off. If I delete this, so I will come here. I will look for file uploads. Then the value is on. I will click on add. Then it will add it to what I have here. So that is how you add post max size 128 MB, upload max file size 512 MB. So let me see if there's any other thing you have to add. Mhm. Um, I think execution time, maximum execution time. Normally it's giving me 30 seconds here, but let's do 300. Let's do 300. So I don't know, is there any other thing to bring in there? I think this should do. This should do. So um, I think you save when you're doing. So all of them have been added. Now another thing you might want to do is to create a domain email account for the website. For example, say you say some email addresses like jumia.ng. Now you might be having support@jumia.ng. You might be having contact@jumia.ng. You might be having something like support@jumia.ng. So something like that. If I come to email accounts, so when you get to email accounts, one have been created for you by default. So for now, I can just use allogenius as allogenius.youcreateyourwebsite.com. So you can create a new email account. So if I want to log in, I can just click on the email. So it will take me to the place where I can log in and log out and read my inboxes basically. You can see this is where I can check my inboxes. So you can create a new email account on your end, then you check the inboxes over here. You will see the button there, so to just take you where you will check the inbox. So sorry, please. Now let's go to creating the hosting itself. Now, for you to create a WordPress instance, you know that for us to create WordPress in the development environment, we have to download the WordPress, create a database, and all those. But the hosting platform will do all those for us by default. Come to navigation filter and look for Softaculous. Softaculous. This is the Softaculous auto installer. So you use it to install so many other content management systems on hosting platforms. You can see we have Joomla, Abantecat, PHPDB. I think Drupal will be here today. Laravel, a whole lot of them. So we are using WordPress. So we will install WordPress. Now, because I've installed HTTPS on my hosting, I can leave this one as HTTPS. So just leave it as HTTPS. Now, I want to have a website like allogenius.ucreate.website/WP. What I want to have is just allogenius.ucreate the website, and that is it. That's what I want to have. I want to have let me show you. So let me close this. I want to have something like allogenius.com/WP. For anybody to view my site, this is what they have to type. But what I want is just this. That's the reason why that directory URL, I'll just leave it empty. This place in directory, I'll just leave it empty. So give me the latest version, my site settings, my blog, whatever. Admin username is admin, pass is pass. This is where you use a real username, please. I can come here and say the username is HID underscore true. Then the password, I might as well auto-generate, but it's not giving me ability to auto-generate. So I can just do password. I can just do admin account password. I can do something like, okay, my password is administrator. All right, I'll change it later. So HIG training, then that's the admin account. The WP admin, this is the username and the password. Now the admin email, let me use allogenius@allogenius.we create your websites. So you will see the email that will be sent to me. Where is it? An email will be sent to me to confirm. So let me just copy this. Bring it here. Where is it? Okay. Paste it. Yes, very good. So select plugins. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. I don't need all this. So email the installation details to this. So don't forget the username is HID training and password. Let me copy these things somewhere because sometimes I've tried to memorize them and I end up forgetting them. So HID training. Then the password is administrator. So come back here. Okay, very good. I think we are good to go. So I'm not selecting anything. I'm not selecting anything. I don't want anything. You don't have to come to these advanced options, just advanced options. So just leave it. So my site description, whatever I want to do, just install. So it will take all the inputs that we have supplied and create a WordPress instance for us. Now you can see the WordPress instance has been created successfully. So at this particular address. So if I want to visit the site, the empty site, the new WordPress instance I just created, this is where you can see this is an empty WordPress site. Nothing is on it. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So I've showed us online hosting platforms. I'm still installing WordPress. You can see an empty site. There's nothing on it. So if you click on this administrative URL by default, one thing I forgot to tell us is that if you want to log into a WordPress site, you log in through the WP admin extension of your primary domain. For example, if the WordPress domain is allogenius.com, then your WP, the admin dashboard, if you want to log into the admin dashboard, you come to /WP-admin. That's what we do. So, but if while installing it, you click on this link directly, it will bring you directly to the admin panel. It will bring you directly to this panel over here, like just directly. So let me dismiss this. You can see this is just as new as what we have on our local host. But this one is online. If you visit this site on your phone now, you will get what I have over here. No, you won't be able to log in here unless you have my password. But since you don't have my password, or even if immediately after recording this video, I'll go and change it. So now we've installed our WordPress on the live server. Now let us import the site exported initially. So come here and then plugins. No, don't forget, we have to do some kind of settings here. Okay, we don't have to actually, just add new. It will bring all the site settings, the database, the whatsoever that we had initially on the initial site. It will bring it to this live server, all in one WEP. Just search for all in one. It will bring that plugin. What I'm doing basically is that I created this site on my. This is running on my computer. I have exported this site. Now I want to upload it on this particular live site on this domain. Initially, I was accessing my website from localhost, but now it will be from a live uh, this a live computer, from a live server. That's what I call it. Okay, so I can activate it now. So I don't want this. So just take it out for deactivate this. So let me just go. Okay, I'm supposed to delete. Delete. So all in one WP migration. What we did initially was we exported. Now we want to import. So come to import. So I can just import from file, or I can just what I have initially here, I will just drag it there. And you can see the maximum upload file size is 128 MB. This is 60 MB. If you remember the settings that we did somewhere on the PHP, you can see this PHP site now. Post max size is 128 MB. That's the reason why I'm having 128 MB here. 128 MB. So come here, upload it. You can see it have already started importing it. So we just have to wait a bit for it to finish importing the site. And we are done. And we are done. So just have to wait. Um, just have to wait for it to finish. Now, this strictly depends on how large your website is. If your website is a very large one, then you know that you have to. It will take more time for it to actually upload. So you have to wait for it. Well, let me pause the recording. So, all right. So the upload was successful, and the upload was successful. And as you can see, after the upload is successful, you will see a button somewhere here that says this site is going to override everything you have. So just this upload will override everything you have. Just accept it and you're good to go. So then you click on finish. So it's telling me to verify that I'm not a robot. Nothing happened. Fire light rounds. So after leaving that particular page, after the successful upload, and I accepted the fact that the plugin is going to override everything I have on the site currently. So the next thing for to be done is that I have to log in again, and this login is not the one I created here. It's not the one I created here that will be taken. It is the one I created on the local host where the website is coming from. That's what I used to log in here. So and don't forget, I think that one is admin. So remember me. Login. You can see essential add-ons, templates, everything I installed on the previous hosting, everything I installed here, this website basically that I have here is what I have on this main live server. So if I just come here and view sites, you can see that everything I did in localhost is what I have here. Everything I did in localhost is what I have here, basically. You can see now everything I did in localhost is here. So what I did here was that I took the website I had in localhost and I brought it to this live server. That is it, basically. There's no, and you can see the contact us this thing here. So that is it. That is it. Our website is live. You are smiling, I'm smiling. The reason why I have this top bar here is because I'm the admin. So if I should copy this and I go to a browser, for example, an incognito browser where I'm not an admin, you can see it will not give me the admin bar. It will just give me the page alone. It will give me the page alone. So when you are doing yours, make sure you edit all this text and make it look nice, make it look more presentable. You can do better than this actually. That one I'm sure of. Can do better than this. So if I close this, this is the first part of the video that is displaying now. This is the first part. So the stream broke. So this is the first part. The second part will be uploaded for us to make use of. So I think we have done, basically we've done everything. So the questions and answers. I'm sorry this is not a live stream anymore. The live stream broke due to network issues on my end, but I promise that the next stream will be better. So if you have any questions, please use the YouTube comment section and all will be well. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.